Am I the asshole? For telling my mom to stop playing the victim and ruining Thanksgiving? My mom and I have always had a strained relationship. Growing up, I learned early that everything had to be about her, her needs, her feelings. I was expected to manage my emotions around her, tiptoeing through every interaction to keep the peace. If something didn't go her way, she'd somehow twist the situation until she was the one hurt, the one who'd done everything right and was never appreciated. I hated the way it made me feel. But I told myself that one day, I'd have a chance to set boundaries, to live my life without walking on eggshells. But as an adult, nothing's really changed. I still find myself anxiously checking my tone, weighing every word before I speak, just to keep her from making herself the victim. This year, I decided to host Thanksgiving for the family, and I promised myself it'd be a peaceful day. My mom could come, but I'd just focus on keeping things calm. No drama. Things were fine at first. My dad was cracking jokes. Everyone was catching up, and I started to think maybe this time would be different. Then, as we sat down to eat, my mom started in. First, it was the small jabs and comments about how I never call, how I'm always too busy for her. I tried to brush them off, but then she moved on to bigger things, saying how family means so much to her, but she feels like she's the only one who cares. That's when she launched into her usual spiel about how much she's sacrificed, how no one appreciates her, and how she's such a good mother who's never shown gratitude. I could feel my blood start to boil. I tried to hold my tongue, but I couldn't do it. I snapped and said, "Mom, you really need to stop playing the victim. It's exhausting, and it's why we don't get along." The room went dead silent. She sat there shocked, before her face crumpled and she started crying. She called me cruel, heartless, and said I'd ruined Thanksgiving. She said she'd only ever tried to love me, but I was too selfish to see it. She stormed out and my dad followed her, giving me a sad look, like he knew this was coming but couldn't do anything about it. Now, the family is completely divided. Some of my relatives have called me to say they understand, that she needed to hear it, but others think I was heartless, that I could have been kinder or more tactful. They keep saying she's my mother, and that one day I'll regret speaking to her this way. But a part of me feels like I had to say it. If I didn't draw a line now, I'd be stuck in this cycle forever. I'm conflicted because I never wanted to hurt her, especially not on Thanksgiving. I just couldn't keep pretending her behavior was okay. She refuses to see her role in our issues, and I'm tired of always being the one who has to accommodate her feelings. So, am I the asshole? For finally telling her the truth even if it hurt her? Not the asshole. So you hosting Thanksgiving wasn't enough for her? Nah, she needed to hear it, and as a guest in your home, she was incredibly rude and bad-mannered. Tell people that you were hosting her, and she couldn't even be a gracious guest. Was it harsh? I mean, not as harsh as you could have been, but it's equally harsh for her to make your dinner party about her. Not the asshole. That's when she launched into her usual spiel about how much she's sacrificed, how no one appreciates her, and how she's such a good mother who's never shown gratitude. Ma'am, this is Thanksgiving. You seem to be looking for the opposite holiday. I have something similar in my family. A person who is the family bomb. Everybody walks on eggshells so as not to set the bomb off. I quit doing that a while back. I set off that bomb big time and I quit walking on eggshells. Sometimes you need to be true to yourself and not worry about what other people are going to do or say. If you're not being a bully, then you have nothing to apologize for. She has a need to feel the power she gets from people kowtowing to her, and now you refuse. Continue to just be you. Don't go back to the toxicity of eggshells. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. And to be honest, when people say you should have been more tactful, it's just a sign that they haven't made an effort to really understand how years of her behavior have impacted you. Not the asshole. Sounds like it needed to be said. Will she take it to heart eventually? I wouldn't hold your breath over it. If you have been over to our raised by narcissists, I think you might want to post this over there. They are your people, not the asshole. You'd be to blame if you brought this up out of nowhere. GQ. But asking you to take this abuse while sitting in your own damn home is asking too much. She wasn't at a Festivus dinner, FS. The airing of grievances wasn't on the docket. Not the asshole. She said she'd only ever tried to love me, but I was too selfish to see it. You should have told her that she was lying, right there. Are you Canadian? American Thanksgiving hasn't happened yet. Either way, not the asshole. Truth can be a very bitter medicine. Sorry, your mom is a narcissist. Not the asshole. You were in your home, hosting her, oh by the way, and she decided to drag you at your effing dinner table. You had and have every right to tell her when enough is enough. For those shaming and reminding you that she's your mother, remind them that being a parent doesn't entitle one to shot on your kids. Good for you for standing up for yourself. Hey, keep doing it. You're worthy of respect and peace of mind. Not the asshole. She has a victim mentality and that won't change. The oh is me card. You called her out, good for you. But don't worry about inviting her anywhere else. You're an adult and it's okay to say no. This is not the question you need to ask. The real questions are how many family members are narcissistic versus manipulative. Are they your only support system, or can you build a better one? What are you going to do about being a people pleaser? This last question is key. You can't uphold solid boundaries if your ego foundation is shaky, and only you can build that. Not the asshole. Remember, you do not have to spend any time at all with her. I have a negative mom, and after her behavior when my marriage ended, I stopped all contact for 5 years. Now, she's not allowed in my home. If I am with her, and she acts up, I leave. If talking in the phone, I hang up. I stopped warning her years ago. I simply remove myself from the situation. Not the asshole. Your mother is the problem. It was a great day, and she just couldn't let you have the spotlight, so she created drama, and when called on her behavior, she cried victim. She got exactly what she wanted. Don't feel guilty. She engineered this entire scenario. Please find a therapist to help you out. Do not apologize to anyone over this. She is the one who couldn't sit and enjoy a nice family meal.